Spitfire Save Matches, another edition, live and direct. And as always, man, I know you got something. You always do. So,
Oh,
what's popping? What bring that heat, bring that fire, man. Bring
Oh
that.
man, I know y'all seen the pictures like everybody else of the border where we got border patrol agents on horseback whooping Haitian brothers with whoops and stuff at the border. I know y'all seen those pictures, right?
shit,
Nah, I
for
ain't seen that yet. I ain't even.
Oh,
Oh, whoa,
yeah.
whoa.
Let your little fingers do the walking and Google that after this, man. Yeah, it was because there's some Haitian immigrants that are coming through the Rio Grande border. You know what I'm saying? The southern border. They've been coming through there trying to get entrance into the U.S. because there was an earthquake in Haiti and
Mm,
their president was assassinated. So
wait, wait,
those two
wait, wait, wait.
things are causing immigration to America from Haiti. What's
Yes.
up?
mm.
Why are they trying to get into the U.S.? The U.S. broke.
Well, well, somebody I guess should have gave them the memo on that. You got a point, but yeah, they
Why
just
is
that's the
everybody
two.
trying to come here?
Well, and you know what? I guess some of the powers that be too would echo that sentiment with you. Like, why are they all trying to come here? Because that's what like the guy who heads Homeland Security, he had said that he really came against the immigrants and them coming over here. He didn't say too much about his agents being on a horse and whipping people. You know what I'm saying, with whips, like a scene right out of Roots or something like
Man,
that. He
Mm.
didn't. He didn't say
look,
nothing about that, but he did. Want
listen,
to discourage the
hey,
immigrants calling themselves trying to come over here.
it's one dude that went above and beyond and did the most. He said, "Hey man, this remind me of them old days they be talking about on TV." And he whipped cats, and it's like, look, hey, they're whipping all the immigrants. Man, no, 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 no. News is
Uh,
phony. You gotta show me 90 niggas with whips whipping hundreds of niggas to say these cats is getting whipped. Just because one nigga took his belt off because that motherfucker was probably talking shit. Man, you don't know
uh,
what happened. Look, look, I hear you. They whipping. We can Google it. We can see somebody getting whipped. But
oh
man,
yeah.
I see 90 niggas pushing a block up a slope and niggas, 16 niggas whipping them. I ain't convinced. Listen, somebody got mad, took their belt off, or found some bamboo. I don't know what's down there, and started whipping niggas. It gonna happen. But what I want to know is why niggas want to come here. Ain't no, we ain't making nothing. The dollar going to shit. Like, are you hoping to stay in the abandoned buildings here? And I mean,
Hey, well, you know what?
hold
A
on.
lot of what's up?
Ain't there laws in place that keep immigrants? If I come here illegally, I can't get a home. I can't get a job. Apparently, right? I gotta know
Well,
somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody to find
yeah,
somebody to get in this system. I gotta do the most for all the survival, man.
yeah,
So
yeah.
all these people, they're running from where? They're running
Well,
from these natural disasters and hurricanes, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? These Haitians, they're going to what? They're running because, like I said, their president was assassinated. So there's obviously some destabilization in their government.
Yeah.
And then there was an earthquake or no, was it a volcano? I think that erupted in Haiti. So a lot of them are also leaving too because the land is messed up and stuff. Now, some of them were told
This is like the
that they would
third
get a
or
chance
fourth
to come
time.
back.
This is like the third or fourth time Haiti got hit hard within my lifetime.
Yeah.
Haiti need to be evacuated completely. So I mean, the Haitians need somewhere to go. So
They killed their president.
one of these countries need to
Yeah, he was
open.
Wycliffe?
assassinated. Yeah, and how about this? The wife was there too. She just didn't die, but I think she caught a couple of shots too, but she didn't die. But her husband, the president, he was
Right,
assassinated.
so the president,
They
man,
did that.
somebody expect this. Say, nah, let me quit. Anyways, look,
Yeah.
Now it's time for Wycliffe to take over.
why can't
Well, remember he tried to become president, but
Yeah,
how
he
about this? You
did.
can't be president when you weren't born on that soil. So even though he's Haitian,
Oh,
he
really?
wasn't born in Haiti, so he couldn't be president.
What?
That was interesting.
look,
That's how
man,
that played out.
all that them fake little law is only so much that the people, if the people don't want to follow a law, that law don't exist. So the people
Mm.
say, man, Wycliffe, if you could get it together,
You need them.
By all means.
Yeah, but that's what stopped them. You got to be front. You have to be. That was the big thing when Trump was bringing up all that stuff about Barack Obama being from Kenya and
Yeah.
not being born here in America. And people were like, well, he was born in Hawaii. Then people were like, oh, well, that's not the mainland. It's like, you idiot. Hawaii is all day a part of America, has been since I think like the 40s or 50s, something like that. So, you know what I mean? But that was the big deal about that, because if you're not born on American soil, you cannot be president of America. So that's one of the prerequisites of being president of any place. You have to be from there.
At this point, countries need to be choosing leaders that qualify.
I hear that. That's
versus leaders that just, I'm from you. And that big dummy, man, country, from what I could tell, listen, man, it's embarrassing to say, man, but the voters, the leaders, everybody ahead of me that been got us to this point.
So wait, you saying China, somebody from China ain't gonna be our boss? They own half of us, along with Russia.
China ain't gonna be our boss, bro.
Well, they already are. They own half.
A lot of New York is owned by China.
Your daddy since you was a kid collected Transformers. What do you think that's all came from? Man, listen, cats love Bill Clinton. Listen, I ain't even gonna get deep. China in there, bro. They got their foot on everybody's neck. Nigga, I'll take microchips away, take away your jobs, your infrastructure. Man, I ain't got no PlayStation 5 right now because the shortage of microchips, bro. Stop. A PlayStation 5. With everything else we actually need replaced. Bro, they got us. The truth is, man, that one move they made where they like, yo, let's hold back on microchips on these cats. That one move showed just how much damage China could do without sending people over with guns in your family faces, bro. They could do more damage. I believe the pipeline is China's little mechanism, bro. But I shouldn't say that because they'll make sure this get blocked. Because China owns the internet now. Anyway.
Well, okay, and then there's also the commission for the incidents that went down January 6th. You know, when all those people stormed the Capitol. Well, they've administered, I think, like their first 4 subpoenas. I'll be talking about it on my show. I got the names of the people who they subpoenaed, but these are the first 4 subpoenas. This is huge because the brother who's the head of the commission, he's like a veteran Democrat. I think his name is Benny Thompson, and he has subpoena power. So, like, you know, I've been telling people that, like, so when these guys, that's their big thing. They usually be like, well, I'm not going to testify. If you don't, he can have you arrested, and then they can drag your butt in there. You can do it. You can do a perk walk, you know, in cuffs, and you can come in there and testify, or you can testify of your own free will. Now, a lot of these guys will get in there and they'll probably plead the fifth, but these are still going to be some interesting testimonies to find out what these guys knew and when they knew it. So, you know, around involved in that January 6th insurrection.
Everybody that did January 6th insurrection, storm the Capitol, send them on a suicide mission to collect some China intel so we can find out what the fuck these niggas trying to do. Because, nigga, at this point, America broke. China made everything. And I think the only way America can survive is we start building shit. And start building from the inside out versus we need. But, man, China's message is strong. We got y'all by the balls. What the fuck y'all really gonna do? And y'all broke. At any time, the American dollar ain't worth shit. Bro.
Yeah. It's definitely not what it used to be, that's for sure.
Bro, do you know what the new Silk Road is, bro? China has exclusive trade partners, bro. Man, we gonna trade with y'all, bro. And China got too much power, man. Listen, I don't know what America gonna do. That's why I don't like talking politics. But if I was the president, bro, I felt Donald like, man, we gotta test these niggas, see what they gonna do. Now everybody mad. Now look, they won't give us microchips. I'm like, man, that's awakening, bro. Like these cats, they the big dogs now. They moving big pieces across the board, and they trying to play checkmate. It's brutal, man.
Yeah, you gotta have some nuance though when you go into these things. You can't just run in there and be like, Yeah, we're gonna break, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna mash up the whole system. We're gonna just start doing things differently. You got to think there's been a lot of diplomacy through the years. People who've been doing it for years know what they're doing. Got contacts overseas. Got contacts with some of these people. When Trump went in there just firing people because they don't worship Lord King Trump, that kind of messes things up because whether these people rep Democrat or Republican, they've been doing it for years. They have those relationships established. You don't want to necessarily fire these people because they know who to talk to and what to say when they talk to who they talk to.
Whether it's Trump or Biden or Obama or whatever name and catchy president leader they want to put at that head of whatever that brings America together, he better have a better plan and hold off the debt and the Chinaman. Because at this point, man, I'm about to start getting me some guns too and learning Chinese. I don't know who army I'm gonna fight for, but at this point, it's about to be real takeover soon. I'm telling y'all, man, worlds change all the time. Our way
Yeah.
of life right now might be comfortable. We might have this free speech and all this good shit now. We got nothing yet tomorrow, bro, and we might not do shit about it because we don't want our family to get shot in the face or you don't get tortured or we don't know, bro. So
Yeah.
look,
Well,
hey,
Anthony, one of the big things now too, they're talking about like this whole week. A lot of the talk show people, you know what I'm saying, who like the Late Show and Jimmy Fallon and some of them guys, they all came together to do stuff about climate change because I guess that was the big thing. This was climate change week, for all of these late night pundits because they were saying we're almost, we're not there yet, but we're almost to the point of no return as far as this climate stuff goes. So if people don't change their ways or do something different, we're not going to have to worry about any of this stuff politically or otherwise, because the earth is just going to swallow us whole, it looks like, and kill us all. So,
listen, no, humans gonna swallow themselves whole and kill themselves. Listen, man,
yeah,
they got electric cars out. Cats still buy gasoline cars because it's on the
yeah,
market and they can get a gasoline cars. They got recycled is they got all the options available. And humans really wanted to get this planet together and do some great good. Man, humans where did it. Humans don't want to do it. Maybe it ain't programmed in us, or maybe I don't know. We eat
yeah,
the we eat pigs who normally would eat trash. We probably should just let them be free and so they can eat all these land waste and here, big, eat
mm,
forever, bro. Bro, we don't have no way to get rid of the waste. We pollute everywhere. We use gasoline and all this pollutants. We throw all this shit away. I looked at the trash my entire life, bro. And I see how much trash my own family throwing away. I'm talking about, yo, you got millions of families across the world. What we gonna do,
yeah.
man? We not
Yeah, it's true.
we don't cast, don't recycle. We don't wash the waste. We don't do none of that.
Yeah.
We talking about
Mm,
freedom, and then you talking about personal responsibility for the planet and all this other stuff. If it's no
yeah.
return, there's no return.
Oh,
Time
yeah. Well,
maybe
at one
cats
point,
get
we used,
wiped out. Man,
well,
cats
yeah,
don't
at
cry.
one point we used to wrap up our trash and send it to other countries. A lot of countries have stopped taking America's trash. That was a big study they did, a big documentary I seen a while ago where they said there's several hundred countries that said they were no longer taking our trash because they just didn't have room for it themselves because they would get our trash and of course we pay them a fee for that. They just said, nah, you can keep your money and you can keep your trash. We don't have the room for it anymore. We're not
Really
taking it
burning
anymore. So
trash because it's too many of us, bro, and we can't
yeah,
get all this
world is
shit.
way overpopulated. That's for sure.
All
That's for
this
sure.
depopulation shit, man. We need to get if space is real. Where's the colonization at? There's all this money, billions and trillions of taxpayer dollars spent in space shit. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be a Martian or some shit. Immigrant Martian. I don't give a fuck. I'm ready to just be on a different planet.
Uh,
I'm ready to
well, if
be
you
on.
see, yeah,
Where's the
if you see
frontier that niggas been waiting on since the 40s and 50s? All cats been it's been black and white film of people on the moon, bro.
oh yeah,
Why didn't we go back? Why aren't we We went to the moon. Why didn't we colonize on the first? Like, yo, let's get some shit going. I'm ready.
These billionaires, they spending money to make sure they can charge people to go up there and experience going to space for 4 or 5 minutes or whatever. But they
Ah,
ain't no kind of, because they're not interested in furthering human beings or anything like that. They're interested in making money, and that's it. Even though they got billions, they're interested in making
bro,
more billions, and that's it.
it doesn't make
You
sense.
know,
If they were interested in money, then furthering human beings would be more money. You know how
you
much
think, yeah,
would be
you know,
built? You know how much money would be siphoned into uh, uh, building spacecraft and technology and all that stuff.
yeah,
If you really could get the technology and build that stuff, why wouldn't you? It doesn't make sense, man. Either
yeah,
either space is far too big for us. Like we are still monkeys for real that pretend we have a grasp of technology and the universe around us, or it's something else going on, some weird sci-fi thing. Maybe it's got a god
nah,
up there every time we shot. Maybe the real story is every time we try to shoot a rocket out, he show up like, boom, no, nah,
nah,
you are not worthy to be a part of this man. Maybe the Earth is
yeah,
some weird shit. Who knows? But
yeah.
hey,
I don't know. I think those billionaires are just greedy. They're about money. You know, they don't care about furthering the human race.
I
They don't care
agree.
about
Further the human
life. They don't care about any of that. They just care about making more money.
A man that's about money knows math. If you further the
Mm.
human race, that's more people to make money off of. So
There
if
you
I
go.
can
But I
make
think
money
I
off
don't think they're
of Earth,
thinking like that.
now I can make money off of Mars and Jupiter or whatever the fuck humans think they want to live. As long as they
Yeah,
buy my shit or buy my useless product that they think they need, and that's all it comes down to.
yeah. But you see, all of them, they all did the same thing. They all just got some kind of vehicle where they can put, they said, mass numbers of people in, take them, they're probably right outside of Earth's atmosphere, have you experience zero gravity for about
The
4 or
Earth
5 minutes,
flat, bro.
then come back down for $250,000 a pop. So you know what I mean? That's what it's about for them. It's about charging people $250,000 per ticket to go on a what is that trip? I don't even know if it
So
takes
in
half
the
a day or a
year
day. I don't even think it takes a day
21,
to do.
Fizz is telling me that the best roller coaster ride you can go is the space ride outside of Earth's atmosphere, and you come back down on a humbug. What in the world is humanity on, bro? That is how
Yeah.
cats are making money, bro. I charge a nigga $1 billion to go to Mars.
Well, and we can't even do that because you know that's a 6 month trip. And they said whoever makes that first trip to Mars, they'll be going, but they won't be coming back. There's a woman who's already signed up to do it, though. I remember seeing a documentary about her and her kids and her whole family. I mean, they're all excited about it because it's in the name of science. But she would go, and all the people who make that first trip to Mars, they're not coming back. There's no return mission. If you
It's a
make it
space
there, because like I said, it takes 6 months to get there. So if you make it there, you're not coming back. You know, so
What do you
yeah,
mean you ain't coming back? Then
you're not. It ain't.
you can't. There's no
why
ship
can't
to
you
get
come
back.
back?
No, 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 no. It take like I said that they were saying, and I think Neil deGrasse Tyson. I've
You don't
heard him
have
talk
enough
about it
fuel.
too, and
I
he was
think
saying that that's just not that's not doable. That's not going to happen. And they were saying if they do that, if someone signs on for that mission, like I said, it's a one-way ticket because
Yeah.
then you have to get all the way to Mars, and then you have to hope when you're there that you could send something that will communicate back with Earth. Because we probably don't have the technology to have
wait,
anything that would communicate that far. You know,
Fizz,
that's far.
Fizz, you
Mm-hmm.
tell me in 2021 we don't have any technology that can get from Mars to Earth. We can't get the Mars to Earth within faster than 6 months, and we can't make a return trip from Mars to
Yeah.
Earth. We are monkeys, man. I'm about to get my
I
blood.
can't even see how you'd have enough
I'm about to
fuel
live
in
in a
6 months to
cave
get there.
and quit
Like,
acting.
Good point. And then look, a friend of mine, he worked at a college, right? My buddy Eric, he's a real good friend. I grew up with him, and he worked for a rocket scientist. And he told me years ago, he said, Ed, I work for this guy. He's a Native American, but he's a rocket scientist. Like this guy got $600,000 a year from the government to do nothing but research. Like this guy is a real life rocket scientist. And he told Eric, he said the probability that we've been to the moon is highly unlikely because
Oh, really?
when you get outside of Earth's atmosphere, there's a lot of stuff going on. There are microwaves. You know how a microwave works, it cooks things from the inside out. So
Mm.
there's that when you get outside our atmosphere. My father used to always talk about how there's so many square inches of pressure that pushes on us here at Earth that keeps all of our stuff in, like our blood and our flesh and all that in your body. Once you
Mm.
leave our atmosphere, that's gone. So that's why you see astronauts even in their spacesuits. Without that, they go out there and everything just come upon you, just
Oh
bust.
my
Then
God,
things just come out your
man.
body. See what I'm
My
saying? So
God.
there's a lot of
It's
reasons that
saying
are
that
like our
never
space travel.
left. We never left the planet for real, for real. We might have got high as possible in the sky and came back down, but we never left the
We
real.
never went in space at all.
And that is why that's debatable. Even Neil deGrasse Tyson talked about that because really at the time when we so-called went to the moon, we were trying to beat Russia. But Russia has beat us in everything else besides that. They had the first woman in space. They had the first, I think, person of color in space. They had the first animal in space. They beat us on all these other fronts. But how convenient that we were the first people with the first man on the moon. And there's a Red
Whoa.
Hot Chili Pepper song that talks about how he said people talk about man on the moon, but it's really made in a Hollywood basement. A lot of people say that whole moon thing was really in a Hollywood basement. That was
So,
a
so
film
wait a
that
minute. Wait a
who did
minute.
they
Wait
say
a
did it?
minute.
I think they try and say Stanley Kubrick. I mean, this is a whole conspiracy thing. You can Google this and fall down a rabbit hole anytime you
What?
like.
There's a black Russian. There's actually a black Russian other than the drink. There's actually
Yeah,
black
you
Russian.
feel yes, there are Russians of color, sir.
I
You
ain't
say
never in my life met a black Russian. Get out of
Hey, I'm
here.
with him,
beside the
man. I always wondered if it
Get
was
out of
Russians
here.
of black descent.
I would trip out if I met a black Russian. I would, hey,
first of
for
all.
real black Russians out there, please holler at me. I want to
Yeah,
know.
man, there's
Are
a
you dealing with
culture and
bigotry? Are you
abuse.
treated
Is
differently?
a
Do the
white
police,
be
Russian
on the
police, met
third
you? What's
class
up,
business.
black
First
Russian?
of all,
What the
there
hell?
are black now. Believe it or not, there are black people of every nationality that you can imagine. I've been on the internet and I've seen pictures of like original Europeans like Russians. They were black. The
Man,
indigenous people of
man,
Australia, they're black.
you better not start no
Like original Asians, when you find like you see like pictures of Asian people, but
Whoa,
I'm talking about like like way
pure,
back in the
pure
day,
black
they're
Asian.
black. Yes,
I've
I'm telling you,
seen
you can
black
Google this
Asians.
stuff. But
Oh, I've
all of
seen
these different,
dark brown skinned Asians with Chinese eyes and curly hair.
yeah, yes,
My God.
yes, yes,
Or
true. And how about this? The dark skinned Asians, I've heard, and I've also seen on the internet that they said that they keep them purposely in the back because they
Ah,
want the view of Asia to be a lighter skinned Asian. Just like here in America, you know what Marcus Garvey said it best? He said, I've been all around the world and everywhere dark people are catching hell. What's going on? It's like that in every culture that I research. If my dad told me years ago, he said, your time on this planet or in this country will be easier or harder depending on how dark or light your skin is. And
true
that's
that.
about how it goes. It comes
True
down to
that.
that. That's about it,
Even
So
amongst our own race, black
all
people don't
day.
like light skinned black, and it's just what,
Yes.
what,
Yep.
why? We
Oh
all
yeah.
black.
well,
Oh
that's
yeah.
because it's some comedy behind that one. It's some
Before you go there,
it's some
I'm gonna
history.
say this. Before you
It's some
go there,
history
I
behind
want
that.
to say, let me say this real quick. The one race of black that never got no love, never had our time, is
Uh-huh.
brown skinned brothers like myself. We never had a chance. Light skin, y'all had your time. Dark skin, y'all had your time. When did the brown brothers get an opportunity?
Oh the
Where's our person
fudge!
at? Who's
Oh
our
the
person?
fudge! Oh the fudge!
Elder Bars,
Oh the
uh,
skin
Nino
guy!
Brown.
Listen,
We ain't had
look,
nobody.
y'all are always in you are always acceptable.
Oh, okay, okay.
Not
Billy
light
D. I give
skin.
you
You're
Billy
not.
D. Williams. I give
Listen,
you Billy
bro.
D.
You're
You good?
always, bro. Being in the middle is the perfect balance. Cats is still mad. You look, God. Look at us, men. We can't be happy even when we're perfectly skinned, bro. Look.
Oh. That's funny.
You're right in the middle, man. No one can say, "Hey, man, you a light skinned nigga. Hey, you dark, pink white ass. I can't see you if I turn the lights off, ass nigga." No, you got the perfect balance.
Oh my god!
I'm right. I'm not dark enough.
Chocolate is
Or I'm
almost
not light enough. So what the hell? You know what I mean? You're
Well,
not,
like you say, it's funny how we do it to ourselves. Because think about it, Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? If he had been light skinned, we black people wouldn't have gave him no support. He wouldn't have been black enough for us. You know. But then a white chick that I work with, she used to always say to me, because I talk about Barack Obama being a good president or whatever, and I'd be like, yeah, first black president, da da da. And she'd be like, people always forget that he's half white. And I said, yeah, can you go tell Boehner that? Can you go tell Mitch McConnell that? Because obviously they forget it too, because they won't even come to the White House and talk to this brother. But these are rules that they made up, right? They said if you had a drop of black blood, then you were what? Black.
right.
So, I mean, and that's how they treated him. You know, even though he had a white mother, it didn't mean nothing. When they looked at him, they saw a black man. That's why it always comes down to skin color. It comes down to skin tone, something so basic, but that's what it is in this country, you know? And yeah.
Human beings
Yeah.
is barbaric. Man, where's the aliens, the conquerors already? Show us the path.
If you were an alien, would you come to Earth though? I'm telling you, I think aliens. I think this is just a stop. I think they just look out the window and they keep it moving. Like that's a garbage planet. Them people are idiots. They don't even know they beef over skin color. I got 4 or 5 eyes. What I'm gonna do down there? I ain't going down to that planet. As soon as they see me, they gonna kill me. So any alien, and they got higher intelligence, they probably like, and these people are stupid. Okay, I ain't messing with Earth. Why would they come to Earth?
I would come to Earth for the food.
For the food.
We probably the food. Shit.
Maybe the liquor.
Good point. You just said we're the food. And like D-Boy said, we're the food. We're the food. They would eat us. I agree.
I probably watched too much Twilight Zone, so that's probably why, you know.
I would never go to another planet and be like, I want to eat the citizens here. Yeah. Aliens ain't like all like that.
Well, you're not an alien though.
Bro, what kind of alien is so advanced that can travel and it feast off of other living beings? That's the worst alien, bro.
We eat animals.
Y'all watch sci-fi movies. And
I was gonna say I love sci-fi. I watch a lot of sci-fi too, but I don't. I feel like any alien come here, they're not gonna want to be friends with us. You know,
if I was an alien and I never seen a human that was smart enough and capable enough to travel across planets and space, I'm like, yo, where you from, bro? I ain't about to be on no. Let me eat you, or let me, we both smart here. Bro,
yo, the light skin ones taste better.
By then, I should have a food supply.
So them dark skin ones is burnt. Is them the burnt ends?
Why are you just meeting humans and eating them on sight? That's a sci-fi trope movie. Hey, we never met humans before. Let's start eating them.
Well, that's the apocalypse thing where we think we all go because we got this shot. We're all gonna start eating each other.
That's the whole purpose of apocalypse, scary movie. It's to scare the shit out of you. Look, the one time we met aliens, they actually want to eat us. Yeesh. Wow, bad situation. Popcorn.
You giving them aliens a whole lot of credit, man.
Bro, if I'm an alien, I'm an alien. I go to another planet as a more intelligent species. And, you know, they might be in the 40s. You know what I'm saying? They might just start steam power. I show them like, what's up, bro? I am like, yo, man, put that one on a plate. Throw that nigga in the oven and boil the other one. Like, bro.
Hey, now, have you ever seen that show, Ancient Aliens? You ever seen that show on like the History Channel, Ancient Aliens?
Yeah, I see.
Now there was a cat on TikTok, and it was interesting. I never thought about this. I bounced this off of y'all. It was a white cat too. He was talking about how he said he thinks that show really takes credit away from these indigenous people who invented like the pyramids and all that stuff, like the Egyptians, our ancestors. Because he was saying, why they always got to say it was a higher, like it was like aliens who did all this and not the people from there, like the Egyptians.
My theory, I feel you, Fizz. My theory is instead of this whole thing where we just came to be, and this is our first go at humanity. Maybe humans were super smart and super advanced at one point, and maybe something did happen because this could happen where we had to hit reset. Maybe worlds ended. Maybe that's why there's so much sand out in Egypt and shit. Maybe it was a whole glass city out there and some crazy bullshit happened and everything turned to dust. Who knows, bro? People might be literally going to see pyramids, walking on dead, sandy bodies and souls of the old, most advanced civilization of their time. Roman civilization was advanced. Or they'll give it to Romans. Hey,
Cavemen couldn't speak worth a shit. And the dinosaurs were smarter than the damn cavemen,
bro.
though.
Yeah, listen, I believe after whatever happened with Egypt, niggas went back to villages and caves. But at some point, we was on top of our game like we are now. Look, if something happened now, motherfuckers 200 years from now be like, wow, the people from the old days developed such advanced technology. Somebody gonna pick up a smartphone like, oh, Pornhub. You tell me maybe it's on their phone? What madness! They were so advanced. How did they come up with all this technology, bro? People go always. So, man, yes, I'm with you. They discredit those Egyptians who whipped the fuck out of people to build shit. And I think, with honestly, with manual labor and force and a little bit of bread and water and someone civilization, you can make niggas build anything. How did they make the rock so perfect? Well, nigga, if my job for the rest of my life was to build one stone, it would be perfect, probably, bro. I built one stone and I died probably building it somehow, got smashed under it. Bro, stop. Oh, it's so perfect, nigga. His job, bro. Our jobs consist of thousands of intricate things. Your job is to build this stone so they can put more stones on top of it to make this perfect pyramid. I bet you and your team about to build the most perfect, well-balanced, intricate stone. How did they have the technology, nigga? They had all day. They had TV, they had sports, they had fucking cows, fucking goddamn soccer practice, they have book clubs, they have radio, they had nothing. Bro, a slave was an 18-hour day job. He died in his 20s. Bro, he can make the perfect browns of this globe. How was it just so perfectly made? Bro, it was slavery. Like, bro, they taught the niggas. They were skilled workers as they died and they used. It's tragic how they forced it. But as you can see, humans can do anything, especially if you're forced to do it.
Yeah. Well, people always talk about that because they're saying it was like taking credit from those indigenous people, always trying to make it seem like an alien or something had to come up with that stuff. Especially when they said they found those pyramids all over the world. They found them upside down in the ocean and stuff, like, I mean, all types of crazy places. So it's like,
there's no way humans can do this. I'm like, bro, if you whip humans over 100, 200 years, some of the pyramids took like hundreds of years to build. If you whip people over hundreds of years, I'm sure you can find the pyramid. Earthquake happens, oops, pyramid goes underwater.
Well, and the Egyptians had invented so many different things. We obviously know that they definitely had a grasp of math. They knew a lot of high math concepts. So, I mean, if you can master math, you got a mastery of everything,
They had light, too. Like we have now, bro. If they had electricity, there's no telling what else was out there, bro.
Fire.
Oh, yeah.
That's all scraps of what we can recover from their great civilization. We have no idea how much they had going on, man. Because historians have wrote themselves, like Egypt was the most massive, beautiful empire. You got Egypt, you got the Roman Empire. What is it called? Rome. Oh, and you got fucking the Aztecs. The Aztecs had a great empire according to the Spaniards.
Oh, yeah.
Them cats that say, "Yo, man, this is magnificent," and they came from cities that was magnificent for their time, for them to be caveman dwellers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.